Okay, welcome back to part 3 of the Garden of Eyes. Oh yes, such controversial eyes that loads of people have played. It works, isn't it? Played and played, yeah. So anyway, this is what I'm doing, so regardless what everyone else doing, let them have their say and whatnot, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Right, as there's been about 5 hours uploaded onto YouTube, now I have to delete stuff and make sure. Doesn't really matter if this is something that I've recorded or whatnot. You can revive all the bosses. I will show you something over here. Right. So, revive bosses. Right. Vanilla bosses. Godric. Right. Garden of Eyes bosses. Yes. The Vestigial Royal Revenant. Anyway, so, because this is part 2, no sorry, it's part 3, and we're in a place where we can go pretty much anywhere, because this is a whole new area that is got its own lore, its own thing. I've looked it up, I've been down here, I've been confused, you get warped. It's quite a big area. So we will come back to this because the guy that was originally here has gone missing and he wanted to know where the yellow paper in was or something like that. But looking at the codex of, which gives you information about was the change logs and what's happened to certain areas of the mod and whatnot. So this is called Telltale something. So I had to look it up on there, and it told you, you have to figure out the puzzle, whatnot. You get warped. There's warps in here. I do not know how to do it. The guy that was originally in here has sort of died and or been killed or whatever, disappeared, but it's just not in here. We're talking about in here, but it's also here. So there's warps and everything. So because we've actually done the vanilla, when I'm talking vanilla, I mean don't want nothing around here. No, this is not vanilla in here, believe me, and nor's this, kind of, but not. And nor's this. What is and nor is this down here, because I've already warped here, and B, that's a Garden of Eyes boss. When I was doing Moke's questline, which I totally forgot, warp Schwin's there, and that's where when I up here got a Royal Reverend, which was not extremely difficult, but tougher than the ordinary guy that's normally there. Mostly put him on the baseline of tough, just a little bit tougher than the ones that you get here in the Halictree. It's one of their versions because you get rot. No, you don't. You get poison and death blight. So anyway, I forgot totally about that. And there is a boss here, the Storm King. Anyway, apart from that, I thought let's do something that I can get on track, because I've had to delete stuff because of storage and whatnot. So the best thing to do is so I can add things, because things are a little bit all over the place. For me, they are. So I could just go into CapCut and do it like that, because CapCut wants money, and eventually it will, but I'll have to see what happens with me financially, because I still don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, because I did find out what happened with CapCut and the free thingies. So the bigger TikTok went, the more of the free stuff went away and become pro. That's the end of it. So there you go. So yeah, so because when I upload this video it immediately goes to TikTok, and then we're talking CapCut desktop, and No, obviously a 3-hour video is not going to go to there. A short, if I made it into a short, of course it would, but no. Anyway, that's for another topic. So I thought, because I've done this before, which is vanilla but not vanilla, and we've already got the grace there, so we will go and do something that's a bit normal, because there is a lot of normal and there's a lot of not normal. So I can start off here from this recording here in part 3, when there's mostly bits and pieces. We'll see, because I have to, when I was looking at all the recordings today, I wanted to know what was deleted, what was not deleted, what should I keep in, you know, is it important and whatnot. So without making it too complicated, and this is can't remember, but there's 2 boss fighters up here, mana lower, mana upper. Right, okay. This cutscene here, this is a boss fight here. If you just watch that, that's a hard boss fight that is there, right? 2 boss fights that heal as you go in. So you're fighting a duo boss, and they've got a healing beam in the middle like this Grace here, and they go through that and heal while you're trying to, you know, whittle them down, you know. So anyway, let's just see, because I'm sure this could be one or another. We do get a key, and I'm going to run past all these and quit out. It's not like we're low level. I don't know, we're about 150, 160, but no, we're not doing anything either. No, because there's going to be oh, we got a Grace up here. Okay then, right, fair enough. Which I wasn't expecting. I knew you'd get all. Right. You little so-and-so. God, those pages, they do so much damage. The same as in Night Rain, they do a lot of damage. Not as bad, but God, they are so over. They just always have been. It's the bow, you know? That's very similar. This is different. This is Renala, but this is a different version of Renala. It's not the strong version of Renala, but I thought, do we get a like, 'cause we beat Godric, do we get access to the capital? You know, considering we can go to the mountaintops and whatnot. So it could be one, it could be another. I can't remember, because there's 2 that well, let's just wait and see. It might be one, it might be another. Yeah, I think it's
upon my name as Rani the Witch.
Yeah.
Mother's rich slumber shall not be disturbed by thee.
That's right. This is the armor. So this, you do get the rebirth here as well.
Send word far and wide. Of the last queen of Caria, Renala of the full moon. And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
get what's his name there for a little bit. So Renala's secret key, remembrance of the full moon queen, and oh god, an image of Radagon. So we'll get that, we'll buy that armor, but so this should be
where did he flee, my sweet?
you get this armor as well.
Come out from whence? Is it thy will to become?
So this should act as a second like remembrance, like Godric, and there's all their bosses, because Renala, the full version that's in the academy, that's not her, that's Elden Beast, is no joke. I can tell that for now. This one is, yeah, you can see it's a easy fight. They've just changed it slightly. This gives us up to here, and I think this is normal what I can remember, but that's the key, and you need to warp in there anyway. I just didn't know which one it was, because we haven't done this for a long time. I'm talking, oh god, about January or something like that. So let's so I can get my head wrapped round some of these sort of the vanilla things here, you know. Right, so she's still a puppet, so what if this still is going to be the same? Right, okay. That armor's really nice, but it gives you no. You can buy that armor. It gives you, yeah, you won't have no health in it, but anyway, doesn't matter, because this is my story, my journey, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I mean, you know. But I'm playing the whole of the game, which is absolutely humongous, believe me. To stream this, you could do things in stages, but yeah, the boss fight's so extremely hard. Not that wasn't hard or anything like that. We've got a +10 weapon. There's a lot of new stuff. A lot of stuff I don't understand because it's new. A lot of stuff that, because I couldn't get an item, I looked, so I thought, how'd you get it? Then there was 3 icons. This is down in Weeping, and it says, oh, do this. Well, enhance jumping. Yeah, this is the item that I can't get. Enhance this, enhance that, enhance this. So it'll all be revealed when we go down there, but I was wondering why an item I couldn't get. Then I see these things, but it's like you got to defeat, looks like bosses.
Thou must have some business in mind to come, although I have no reason intriguing. Wilt thou end? I am the wit that I might well. I see thou art a, but I require, I anticipate. Good, there is. I would have thee. I have called. Heed not them. I am sure the. Speak, thou needst not. It hath been a.
Right, we just rushed through dialogue. I knew this was going to be normal. Apart from these guys, back, we just do talk to these in the thingies before we go and buy the armor and whatnot. These should all be here, yeah.
Yes, I am. I don't know what, since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady. I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you. I resign. Common pain should, if it were up to, but who am I?
Right, I think it's all gonna be normal.
Blythe, glad to have you in well. I'm still in limbo. The Eternal Sin. I'm planning to go see if I can.
Again, Akari and Roy, I'm told that I will keep my never I for who forgive, let us give together.
Allow me to forewarn thee. I shall soon, and it will be this doll's but still I look for. I shall, and it will be I look for.
Okay, so that's that. I think that's just gonna be like that until, you know. We've got the key. The key is to get into Relicaria here, there. You have to warp in there through there. We've got the key now, which you'll usually get where the dragon is, you know, but you can see it when you go up there. So these have all disappeared, so I'd gather, if you've got ultra fast, it doesn't matter, all these steeds, doesn't matter what you use, they're all extremely fast, and why not? Who would want to be going through the game slow? And this, just like they done, just like the convergence mod, they put, because they haven't got the Gaia's Paw mount, they got the other one, they made that do damage as well, so, yeah, very similar. Let's go up here and get our, I forget what it is up here, I think it's a memory slot. Renala, the boss fight that replaces Renala in, it's not impossible, it's just hard. Yeah, that's all it is. Nothing's impossible. I'll put this mod, the whole game of it, because I do know what the end game is, and they've added a new boss after what they've changed in the game. I forget the name of the mod, but I put that one as the hardest one I've played, considering I was looking at it the other day and I thought, oh, they put 3 versions of it back up there. I keep forgetting what it's called.
Well, did you not realize? Perhaps I'd like you to, even you. Good. Now I shall have. I expect. I know the only thing are we under? I have enough.
Considering if you've done this, so really this is only going to get one thing for us. Now, there's a lot of modded talismans here. There's one, which a puzzle I was trying to work out, and it is for a talisman. I was thinking, okay, so how do I work it out? I thought, well, let's go down that bit, because I've already recorded a bit and I was just getting so frustrated with it, because I went into the bit, it's Church the Fallen, and I hadn't even, oh, here we go, another and there we go. Much easier than this, I can tell that, with the Gaia's Ball mount, because these will usually do way too much damage. And they usually invade you twice. They usually have a, I don't know. Right, so we got. Okay, so we already got some of that earlier, but I suppose that. I mean. I suppose I didn't know who it was that invaded because you get so many in this game. We're just gonna have a quick check down here because I don't want to do every inch of this game because I've never been to like the Hallow Tree or all the places that you normally would go. You know, considering they've modded the DLC as well. Only a bit of it. The central part. The whole central part, if you don't know where that is, then you'd have to look. We'll see what's here because there's some paintings, and if there's anything new, then yeah, because there's loads and loads of weapons in here, and you can get overwhelmed with. It's like any mod. There's a lot of everything, so. So that would have been that painting for the albinarics. If we want to come back here and do this, because at the end of the day, magic is very good in this game. So we're gonna come out. And if I feel like coming back up here and doing it, because I've been slowly putting a few points into magic, we'll do so. But we're gonna run down. And oh, you should get chilling mist up here. The Ash of War, the one that goes on the spear. Totally forgot about that. Which is huge. When I mean this is huge, you can most probably break the game with this. You can, yeah. On a spear, just that. Chilling mist, yeah, that's the one that goes on the spear. Not break the game, you can do a lot of damage. If you're doing frost, that's just one of your arsenal. You do a lot of damage to a lot of bosses. Strangely enough, Niall, up in the mountaintops, yep. Misty boy himself, Freeze boy himself, weak to that. Just like Moog is weak to blood. Gotta be careful because you can die off there. Because we're a heavy boy as well. We've only got Briar's armor, and because you take quite a lot of damage in this game. And the shield is just for general healing, but I think this is just going to be normal here at the moment until we speak to Badia.
Oh, you pay why not? But please, a little.
So what would it be? Okay, best Ash of War in a game. Oh no! Oh, I killed him, didn't I? Oh, I should be able to buy his ball bearer. I mean, for a parry, yeah, maybe, I don't know. What they put in this, so we buy all of these and a respec. Yeah. First time buying one of those because that would do. Right. Now we've got the Remembrance of Renala. Trying to keep this straightforward. So we will be able to go into there now. but we're not going to at the moment. We're going to see what Renala's remembrance give us. I do know there's some armour. There's some armour that I didn't buy as well. And yeah, so it's from Enya in it, so yeah, it's here. Not like I've got to run a marathon around this thingy.
Only. Fine. You have earned now to become the thing as much. No. Become.
Oh, why is that? God. Let's just speak to her from over it. So receive. Oh, so you still get one or the other. Because then they most probably change this. So I know spells are very good in here. Because then they've changed how Renala looks. But you also get. Then this is part of the crystallines. So. Oh, and so we're going to buy all of this. Because. Apart from the briars. So you've got. The Skull of Astel. Why is the wonder why that is? That's up there then. Wait there, because this is Renala's. That's her normal. That's her battle robe. That. And the crystallines. We've already bought the briar stuff and the crucible. So let me check something. Alright. So the head. It's because of all the invasions you get. So what was I missing from? So I bought that twice, which doesn't really matter. So we got the legs. Did I get the arms? Is the crystallines? No, I didn't buy the arms then. I must have run out of money. Yeah, it's a bit weird. So it was these, the crystallines, from going down Raulicaria. Not Raulicaria. Oh god. Where you get the ball bearing, that one down there. You got the crystallines down there. Astel. Did I buy that? Yeah. Do not know why, but it was definitely attached with to Renala. Because there's a big boss fight, whole modded boss fight of her, Estelle. Is it just the head? Helmet of Fashion's carved Estelle, suffused with the magic of the stars, crafted on the relic of the natural born void, who is said to use, have a cell of eternal city. Yeah, it's like some people said, I wonder where they've nicked this from. Yeah, nowhere, because it doesn't exist in any mod I've played. I can tell that for now. None of this has all been self-made. I can tell that for now. Even though that looks a little bit like something else, but yeah. And nor is this. I haven't seen it in any other mod. Anyway. So we got the spell. We might creep that way into magic. We did get another weapon. I leveled up. Because even though you can get them all for free, because this come down from an area that I was doing, just searching through, and they got these, and these are really, really good. One's wind, one's magic, or might be fire. So before we do it, look, I've seen these before somewhere. I can't remember, but the name rings a bell. Ranjin and Fujin. It's wind and lightning. There you go. So you will get duplicates of weapons like these two I picked up. Whatever. You can go and pick up all these weapons from the guy up the top there, which is like a cheat thingy. Entirely up to you, but everything we've got, apart from the Gaia Spore, which is a download mount, we've got to take this off because we're overweight. Let's see what else has changed. Right. Anything in here?
Well, I took you no matter, lay out your arm.
So you can get up to 6. Okay. Right. And
Greta, are you here for...
yeah, there's some new ones. That's from the Royal Reverend, or we're the WB, which is theirs, and the Godskin Apostle. So we want to use summons. This is not here. They might have changed, I don't know, but I do know that time sorceries, I've got a weapon that says time sorceries. I looked into it, and I think it's based in Faramazula. For one thing, to see if one thing does work is to see from here if we can get in here, because you need, that is, Renala is a, you know, a bell bearing, you know, remembrance boss, and that is Renala. The other one is, yeah. Hey, what's going on? Is there something? I had this. It might, but this is the cart mod, right? That's where the ruins at then, because I had it. I hadn't done an invasion, and it was like went really bizarre. It was doing the invasion for oh god, what's his name? Yeah, to get into Mogwin Dynasty. That. Considering it's, I died up there. I'm not too sure because, wait there, so you've got that. Oh, there you go. And again. So there's got to be a death plane around here. Oh. Considering some of these jumps on here, if there's one of the towers you use, you go up to the top. We fat rolling though. I mean, you can buy as many real knocks you like, so we won't go up that way. Just checking. If not, we'll just try it. I like Garcis's Ballman because it just lets you just run through and just take things down. That's it, you know? we're just gonna check to see if it's open, the thingy through, because haven't they put up there 3? It might be, I think I know what it is. Yeah, it might be a collision with the third. Is there 3 archers there? Right. One, 2. Right, Godric, Renata. That's a remembrance. Now I know what happens with doing Radagon next. Because this guy, I'll just sit behind and poison him. Yep. But I thought by doing Renata, say anything. Do you know what? I wouldn't do it. I'd do this. Yeah, but I'll have to do it. Because then we can walk from here. I don't know why that is. Because... Okay. I'll tell you what I'll do. Won't do this yet, but I'll test. Because this is a very epic fight, this is. Radahn on the, and as far as what I've seen, as far as I've gone in the game, one of the best that I've seen. Better than any other mod, what they've done. They've really done this. They've got all these different zones and whatnot. It's very complicated to, you know, is this gonna open up the thingy up the top there? Because going up to Altus will naturally just, you know, like, you know, start off this. Radahn's is what comes after Radahn. There's all these things in here, like, this is the cult mod. Apart from that, that's all the cult mod. All this is just new stuff they've put in. Didn't really want to do this. We don't really need. Well, I mean, we're gonna have a look. See what loot's in here. Because you should be able to go up there. It's not free. I'm sure it's not free to get into the capital.
Festival is nigh. General Radahn, my king.
It's a 3. That'd normally be a 5. This is the epic of all epic fights.
Of war, the Radahn Festival.
Rather than trying to work out some things, which I'm gonna do a quick bullet point right now, right? Because I'll start off this with episode 3 with this one here. And whatever gets added in between is just filling in the gaps, which is not much, because the next bit here is all of this, and I've been through the whole lot of this, and it's very confusing. it's like, it feels like it's got at least 2.5 hours for me to even work it out, because I've already been in there and we've done this. The guy's died. The guy does something. You have to go into a memory. He's dead. He told me about an inn. At the inn, you can see is that's it. That's the place where it's called Tide Towel. The yellow wallpaper inn. This is what the guy was asking in here. The Forlorn. Now this has only been recently done, within the last 2 months. Before, all it was like a boss fight arena. That's all I thought it was. But they built a whole new town, and there's lore, everything, which is super complicated, and it has to do something with that blue icon on the thingy, which is a warp thing. Which you warp all over the place. So we get back to that and leave that bit on its own, because I went in there and it just confused the hell out of me, because it doesn't even give you an answer on their wiki. All it says is figure out the puzzle and get the talisman. So we do that. I discovered this area while I was playing this mod. Yep, this playthrough, this area. Didn't realise this has been changed. So what else has been changed? Because this game has been updated a lot, and yeah, considering we've only explored about 20% of the game. So what I do is we will I don't know if you can go, no, because you don't, you don't, yeah. So I'm talking to myself, because when you come from up here, like where this class was born, up here, right? This has totally been modded. This won't be hard now. But there's one boss that is really, well, it's classed as one of their hardest bosses they've made. I already fought him, yeah, but no, there's an extra one up here they've made. So there's a lot of loot up here, goes flame, but it won't be that hard now, you know? So I wonder if we went to the Zamor ruins, if we can go down, because I you know, is it? Just trying to think. In vanilla, right? Do you need to do 3 to get up to? Do you have to beat 3 remembrances? Because there's a lot of their bosses that are not remembrances, they're just their bosses they've made. Do you need to do 3 to get into the capital? If so, then we're done, because there's a lot of other bosses. They're not moving. They've got this, all got their own lore. Obviously. No. I know why, because I bet you have to get the rolled medallion. Just you look everywhere in this game and you will find bits and pieces of everything. Just weapons everywhere. Yep. See, with the convergence mod, it puts you on a path, then you have to follow that path. Or you don't have to, you can just do what you like. But it does give you sort of a sense of direction. This, it just lets you go wild. Now you should be able to. Now if I done the jump up here, oh no, it's back over there. I'd end up in a town. So that's well, to me from up here. I don't know if they've modded it or not. I can't tell from up here. But they've certainly done the bit up above me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop recording here, because it's 45 minutes. And I want to look at the codex before I start. getting bits and pieces and whatnot. Need to work out a lot of things because there's a lot of this has got a lot of lore in it, like all the mods, you know. They don't just put a game together and don't put no lore with it. Oh, this guy's dead, but why is he alive up here?
Find the tarnish. Oh my, I fear that, well, as for his, I hope you're alive of only so that, what a hope of your ascendant, but how would the child spare if you up and attain Lord, and he descend into Sigordi if you inherit and the girl setting you the path burn and incinerate.
Make care.
Well, I'm gonna leave it there because I just wanted to put some things straight by beating Renala, seeing if I can get into the capital. If not, we won't have no trouble beating Redan, but I need to go and get some stuff for this class. Yep. Rather than, I'll talk to Millennia. No thank you, been talking to her forever. So we will go and get some stuff and just make something. I think I'll have to do Redan to get into the capital. There is something else here. Oh yeah, so we got invaded by someone, so it will be up the top here, and it will be round about here, and it's got these symbols. So let's just see what the symbol does. It could either be produce something extremely tough, or it could be something that's. So is Gaius just not playing ball? I suppose because you can't do it on the bridge. Right, so we need to... Where did I see the symbol? You won't, yeah, it's... I run past it, I beat the guy, but I didn't open up the box. It was Smelter Demon, so I didn't get it on capture it because I wasn't expecting it. Comet Azor. There should be a grace near Comet Azor. So if I go to, yeah, Renala's arm. I know it doesn't do nothing, but it's beautifully done how it looks when it's put on. Even though it's got no, it's just for looks. Right. Let's go, because we've already got Comet Azor, because we've beaten that whole area up. So if I can get there, then it's gonna. There was a case and a symbol. Who's this? Oh, it's a thing. Comet Azor. No, we're gonna have to go in. I was just about to stop, and I thought, oh no, the case I forgot to open. It's not a case, but there is. There's a symbol button. I know these symbols have got a difficulty by them, unless we've already done the difficulty because it's Smelter Demon, but it gives. There's a case there. A case that you open, a chest. But it's right by Comet Azor. I do know that. Rather than looking about, because Comet Azor has got a grace. Right. Road of Antiquity could be. Abandoned coffin. It's definitely... There you go. Primeval sorcerer. There you go. So that's where you get Comet from, because you've got to jump and whatnot. But the reason for coming back here is not for, because we've already got Comet in here, which is like... This is Selen's quest line. You can still do it, whether they've changed it or not, I don't know. But we want all options to beat this mod, including magic and everything else, you know. But back here to beat this area, and Smelter Demon invaded us. But there was a case left here with, which I'll show you now, which I didn't open, which we're going to do now. There it is, the Garden of Ice symbol. So there should be, yeah, okay. So whatever this is, this is usually a difficulty symbol. Now what happened before this was I got invaded by the Smelter Demon from Dark Souls 2, and this popped up. This is a Garden of Ice logo, and it usually means something difficult, or the difficulty already happened with Smelter Demon, but I had Gaius, so there's no chance he was going to survive. Right, let's see. It just could be normal. The crown of the old king and the smelter sword. So that's what it was. So that symbol, yeah. So Smelter Demon, yeah, he invaded us first, and I left that because I thought I know what happens with those, you know. So we got the crown of the old king. Yeah, okay, alright. Lot of new loot. Yep, and this is the one that gets in the academy. This is the one that I've been dreading. So this is a great ruin. You know, we've got Godric ruin, we've got this ruin. Have to see. Need to get into the thing, because Radagon is absolutely beautifully done. You know, there's a fight afterwards that is absolutely beautifully difficult. So let's leave that there for the time being, and we'll catch up with this in... Well, I'll be doing this in about 10 minutes. But I will start off part 3 with this, and this will be about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, because I can't do hours, it would take too long. You know, this is our 300-hour game. I asked the guys how long it would take to do all the content, and I edit it out such and such. And they said, if you want to do what you want to do, it's going to take, you know, quite a few hours. But I said, okay then. Alright. So, and I can edit that bit out anyway. So I'll just stop the recording there, because what happened was my PC was starting to fill up with recordings. That's nearly an hour, just that bit there. So, Renala, Elden Beast, which is 3 stages, is very, very difficult. So, that is the bugbear. So, anyway, let's just leave it here. And I'll cut this out anyway. But I'm going to continue and just see what it is. Have a look up, see what it is to get into the... just to get into, what do you call it? It might be 3 remembrances. I've got 5,000 hours in this game, and I can't remember if it's 3,000 hours to get in. You know, the capital. You know. Anyway, I'll do it for the time being.
I'd hoped a strapping old friend. Should you I will teach you. I need your name resting at the rot when the earth. But Millicent, for this, seek the needle. First, it's hidden, then I will the secret.
Okay, so a tricky pest thread just caught me out. Sneaky, super buffed. Not enough to kill me, I know that. Consider me doing Millicent's quest line and she was up the top, yeah. Grab our ruins. The music started, like. This is not right, no. Oh, great. See? I thought there was something sus about this guy because he was standing there when I come down here a little while back and I thought, What the? Well, what physics we got? I'll tell you what I'll do. Change the physics to not much. Oh, I didn't know it was that one. Okay. Just didn't listen to quest line. Even though she appeared at the beginning of the game, the beginning, but do you know what? No. Wow. Okay, shrimp boy, what was you hiding? Here. Do you know what? I'm gonna have a look. I really don't know. Because these are not normally here. If there's another one, he can stay. Yeah. Just a super buffed, but didn't drop anything. That's the hardest enemy I've had to fight. Yep. Until now. So what's so There's a lot of secrets in this game that I will tell you because they won't. It's all over this place on the mod. I mean, because we're doing Millicent's quest line. We've already spoken to her, and in the first episode, she was alive, and I thought the skinny guy. But anyway, so he didn't drop nothing. So I'll leave it there. But I thought we was gonna get something super tough. Shrimp boy. Oh, here she is with her rock breath. Let's see, because Millicent just disappeared. Okay, not dealing with that. Okay, so definitely would need those. No, he died a long time ago, Vari. Just found his weapon. Still got to do Margate. Well, we've been sort of going through the lands because there's a lot to take. There's a lot to do here. Even if it's minimal, like I've done quite a few dungeons, quite a few unexpected things, and new areas that, according to the codex or their like wiki, they didn't say they upgraded. Like for example, I can see it on the map, but it's not like a whole town it is now. But we're going there. But I think we should go forward. Because I've done quite a lot. Just go to Margate. This is a new boss here, the Storm King. Tough boss. The enemies are tough here. Considering the shrimp nearly killed me. And didn't get nothing for it. But it just goes and shows you how hard some of the bosses are. Because that shrimp reappeared. So I thought, okay, so it's just there to test you. So I suppose we're going to have to go through Stormvale. The Stormvale's pretty normal, apart from the diver with the Stormhawk King, which is one of their bosses. So we go through there next. Okay, so it's Margate time. No, we haven't got +10 weapon. Yeah, this is 9. This is what we've used since I started the game. Things we just picked up just a minute ago. This, that, this. I might have picked this up before, but I'm not too sure. Which is a summon they've made. They've got a lot of these weapons like this that are pre-upgraded. We picked up loads. I went and got this, the Commander Standard, because I do listens quite slight. And yeah, she's vanished. Most probably too. I don't know. You can't give some ball bearings over because it's given to you. A lot of Yep, that's what we've. There's a lot more, but yeah, a lot of the mobs drop. Because we started up in the mountaintops, which is the hardest head. The mobs would drop upgrade mats of, there you go, 24s of these. They've been dropping all from down here, which I think it was different up the top because we started up here, right up here, and I run from here because this is all modded and it's quite difficult. But yeah. We're taking our time with this because I do know how difficult it is with their bosses. Elden Beast, yeah, just Renala is different, and the other one, yeah, unbeaten. By me, anyway. This, you got the Stormhawk King, which is their boss down here, and it's a hard area to go through. There's a lot of weapons. They've got very good movesets on them.
Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
I want to get the Godric Rune as well. So there's 3 bosses here, obviously Margit, Godric, and Aaron. The Stormhawk King, even the birds pick ya. The birds are tough in that area, yeah. Now, Margit is always going to be easy. I do know that. Memory Stone? Oh, Margit's Cane. And I will say that Margit's Cane is fantastic. It looked to me when I first played this mod, I thought, oh, this doesn't look that good, but don't be fooled. Here you go, look. What just went over me then is the Stormhawk King. Yep. Which is this whole area down here. Considering we don't need you locking us in, you're gonna go. We're going down that area, Stormhawk King.
Come over here, would you?
I couldn't find him a couple of times. Then it's quite difficult to get through there. You got giant archers and all that lot. So
it's tight. Try the opening right here. The guards still breached. Well, but of course.
yeah, we use the main gate. We need to get our spells up. We've got 5 spells, just no FP. There is some FP stuff that we can, if we was to use. There's plenty of, because our fave's high, because this is what weapon scales with it. So open the gates. Such a long game though, this is. Really is. It's a 300-hour game.
The gate's only...
Well, I'm sorry my friend, but it is.
What's it to you,
Yep, sure, thief. The tea leaf. We could, I don't know. Godric's Ruin. I mean, the thing is also with the DLC, you have to fight enemies for your Shadow Tree fragments. I do know that. They're not laying there, no. Considering we've had Gaius take down a lot of these random sort of like loads of spawns that we're getting. Which seems to be predominantly Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2. But what I'll do is I'll leave this bit here because this game is just big. I'm doing the whole game, yeah. It's not just, we're talking, you know, you have to do Farum Azula and all that lot. But I'm talking the Haligtree, everything. Won't record, I think this is just going to be normal. Get to Godric, then the Stormhawk King, we'll take a look, but the enemies there were one-shotting me last time. And getting there, I couldn't find me, disappeared. And I was like, is this a gimmick? But no, it's not. And some runs I've been told by Vare, because you still got Vare's quest line here, because he is actually in 2 places here, he's there as well, which is that Grace is not normally there. But yeah, he does say on previous, when I've played this, or well streamed it, he says, oh, you must go to Stormvale Castle and kill, you know, such and such. So, okay, we'll continue through here, get what we can, and see what the Stormhawk King's like. There's a lot of weapons there that sort of you'd think are good, but they're like nimbly, but they're not. I tested them out on a dummy, so yeah. We'll see, anyway. Okay, we've got to Godric, but there's a few things missing. Underneath, the extra boss that's here, that is, I'll never beat. I've been through there and he disappeared. He should be there. Just went and done the dragon. Got those. Picked up weapons again. I've got to do that through here. When I mean picked up weapons again, I picked up this weapon at the bottom, right down in oh god, the other end of the game, I can't think right now, but it's exactly the same, so I picked this weapon up twice. A crossover from the world of Visions of the Cosmos, Zephyr Strike. Now I can guarantee you, without going all the way down here, you're going to pick it up. Margits came, we did level up a little bit, and yeah, we did pick it up. So it was left there originally. Ball bearings you pick up because you do not need ball bearings. Yeah, I'm not too sure if you need them all, whatnot. Spells, faith, a lot of weapons upgraded, but we've been using our weapon from the start. Changed our armor to Briar's. So let's go with, we'd leave Nepheli. Considering it just took about 10 minutes to kill the dragon, which I know is not normal. Okay, let's see if they buffed him up, because I think they buffed some of these, because you can refight the bosses, yeah. It deals, and so vanilla, I think they might, when you beat like this,
Mighty dragon,
I think now you can
thou art a true born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me
buff them up.
greater heights.
Garden revise them up. I'm not too sure about that, but you can revive all the bosses, so yeah.
Plain as a lord. I command thee now.
We've only got a +9 weapon. We must be picked up another 9 because we got our seals are +9 as well. We're not using that one at the moment, but that will do. No, because I've never used them. That's why. The fire traps, that is. So the fire traps looks like it just releases whatever it's got in it, not like a poison thingy. Well, I never used them. Like the guns we got, I've never tried those.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength.
Okay, so we get the Godric rune.
Bathed in rays of gold.
Yeah, mostly that. Open this up. All that, but I know where the hard stuff is. The difficult, well, it's just the difficult stuff. And they've added a lot. So whoever played this last, they've added a final boss after a certain boss fight at the end, and things will change. But the only thing my concern is Night Rain's out, and that's featured on there as well. No, it's blank, but I'm gonna go to here because I've been through the whole game, well, not the whole game, but a lot of it. But just so we got just getting the basic things normal. So I'd say what's normal in there is Bloodhound Steps normal. It's not, you know. That's why we have to go where you can't equip the thingy right now. I'll say if we went to, because below there's the Stormhawk King, which I know is difficult. We're saying that, though, I ain't even tried him, so the enemies around there are pretty difficult. Anyway, there's a few items down there, but you can see it's totally different up here. Yeah, the views and whatnot. These loading screens, if you're seeing, that is all modded stuff they've done. That's the Garden of Eyes stuff. Like Super Astel. There's all these areas never been to, warp to, or whatnot. But this is going to be like, regardless how, I don't know, if I do like an hour and a half to a 2 hour upload, see what I can fit in there, just the important parts. Because capcut, well, it's £200. I tried to do this, I tried to do that, and it just goes go to pro, and I was like, can't even make a decent, you know, thumbnail. It's unreal. I tried to make something that I can do for free, and it just went to pro straight away. And the beginning of part 1, I wanted to edit out the voice, and it went pro. And I was like, what? So many features. Well, it is what it is. We'll see. Hold on, there's something at the back there. Wonder what that is. You've got a special. We'll see. They've had a lot since I've properly come through it like this. Okay, storm spare. So that was in there. Okay, alright. Okay, storm speed, I get it. Storm, you got the storm bird, yes. One of this gives you 5, because in the convergence mod, it never done, I think. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, okay. Alright. So, wonder what this does. Is this vanilla, or is it, we're just gonna eat it? Because it's, I mean, it's not worth anything. Unique skill, I command thee kneel. True, which means it's the real one. Skill, bear witness. I don't know. Is that what it does? I ain't got a clue. Okay, right. Oh, I forgot this. One thing we will buy is, because I forgot we built, I went down, done the crystallions in Relicaria. So this you'll get. And we will buy that. I'll tell you that does drop some nice armor. The first Renala.
I'll go forth.
But it looks like it's from I think Dark Souls 1, one of the thingies there, they've modeled it on that, but as you can see, the crystallions, you can just need the arm piece. So what's this? Oh, it's only 10 faith, considering we've got no spells. But we can use these, because we've got a lot of faith. 5 more now and everything, but Asher War on that, we haven't killed that, because Bloodhound Step, I don't know if it's worth putting it on there, because it's only like, Nestle's buffed it up, but it was only, one's the frame faster than quick step.
Now, those are the challenge. Find them well.
Okay, so who would be in here? Because this is... something like... Right. So how many modded talismans are there in it? Well, look, there's 30. 2 talismans that would increase your stats by... I think 100 each, so it's 200, but you take bad consequences. You need to see if, what's her name's in there? Nepheli. She's here, but, she's gonna be outside where... There's your cheat shop. We haven't used it once. I need to get the Gaius, which is absolutely brilliant, especially because they've added the damage up thingy to it. This is the most beautiful one I've seen. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, you would be here, wouldn't you, so speaking shit.
I apologize for any offense given by my bearing, but I'm quite unable to move, you see. So.
Already done that.
You defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Well done. Something to mark the occasion. Go on. Take it.
Okay, I thought he was going to give me the other thing.
I still can't move. No need to be polite.
Okay, why can't he move then?
We found ourselves but our paths, though that's hardly an uncommon.
Because he's against... I've never done his quest line, but you do get the Fingerslayer blade like you do from Nepheli. I wonder why, which looks like a sack over him, whatever. So, our good friend, the All-Knowing, is... There's Nepheli, look, well lit up.
You again. I thought you'd receive a summons to the round table. Nepheli Lu, I'm glad to see you here. I found it in Godric. You were the one to defeat. Make good use of it. I don't intend to make... I wonder if he's in his study. If you haven't already, father is, I'm sure, taught.
Okay, let's speak to the governor. Now, up here, wait there, no, it's, what's his name? Radahn is spectacular.
You've received the wisdom of the two fingers, have you? Then I bid you welcome. I am known as Gideon Ofnir, as a tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord. I am accumulating knowledge. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant.
You'll be after Morgoth.
Then as your fellow,
The inheritors,
we of the realm,
Godric the Grand,
General
Praetor Right,
Morgoth, and you'll still be...
Okay, right.
I understand you. She's my daughter. I took her in, though I mean, so I put her to work. Do not hesitate, despite her.
Despite her looks, we don't need to ask about any of these, because he's different. I don't know about Rykard. Well, yeah, and she's 100% different. The third version of her. No, there's two different versions of her. Then here will be defeat the demigods to fight them in them. That's what I mean. To fight them in their Elden form. Now, there's so much in this that I don't know. Even though it's all explained in their wiki, but there's some huge spoilers in there, so I tend to, you know, if you want to look at the new talismans, it will show you them all, and I'm like, okay. because there's 30 last time I looked, and I thought, okay, compared to I've picked, there's 2 that we already have that don't really do that much. Cast light and item discovery, but it rains. But the 2 I did find, it would, you know, we'd be nearly level 300 and something if we pick those up. But it says, you know, dire consequences if you take it off. So we'll find those. Renala first stage, so if we went up to here where Loretta is, this is Renala, and you can respec here as well, and you can do all your Rani stuff. It's just coming back to here, because I think there's you fight Bloodborne Maria in an invasion, like a red enemy here. Then Renala is 3-stage Elden Beast. So, well, that's going on. We have got some spells. There's loads of spells. I'd rather get the spells naturally through the game, and the weapons. But just remember, we can pick these up through thingy, and these are all going to be faith spells. So,
Greeting. Oh, very well. Heresy, all thing.
right, incants. Right there. Did we buy that? Not that. And not that. Must have done that. Okay, right. So, that's done. There's a lot underneath. There's a lot. There's Estelle. There's all these bosses. They've changed the music. Even when I was going through the game, just Grace hitting up, Magma Worm popped up, and his music completely changed. And I thought, well, he's just a passing, just a boss you could beat for hearts, you know. But the music was pumping totally different. So, seeing they'd done this in the Convergence mod, and I couldn't get the music to work, and I looked in the files and it was all there, and I was like, okay. But anyway, we gotta get out of aggro. So, I know what to do. Get down here and grab this. I don't know if I'm gonna go through here. This guy is. Because some of the stuff you'd have to get, a lot of Dragon Communion seal. This guy's just easy enough to rot, rather than chasing him through it like a maniac. There's a lot of things I've found I will come back to, and in due time. Wonder if they've done what some other guys have done. No, they haven't bridged the gap. Okay, right. So this down here is Fort of the Fallen. Let's just see, because we should be able to beat this up here, this guy here. So this is the first time I've been in. They've redone this, yeah. I haven't got a clue what this is about. Nothing. I'm on about this. You get huge buffs when we do our special on the weapon, but This is the first time coming in there. Just have a quick look before we... I don't know whether this is like one of their boss rush modes or whatever. Okay, so you got the blue. This is weird. Wait there, is he friend or foe? Tarnish here, what particular site? Nonetheless, I ask that you aid me. Tide Tail Port. Like Godric's jewel that I was graciously sanctioned to defend has fallen in the hands of enemy forces. Help me take command back. Your bounty will be plenty. I'll find and help you in good tidings. Up in my tower there's a piece of parchment. Pick it up and enter the port. Once there, remember that the city is torn apart. If you need to find the closed gates to the administration quarter, there's a secret basin beneath the inn. Okay, right, so... Didn't take... Well, I took some of it in, but... I don't think he said go... I don't know. You got another... It's the cavalry, so you had to find... Just imagine this... What, the parchment? Okay. Okay, this is different. Like that. So is this just the same but night form? Have you found the yellow paper in yet? Oh, right. So you have to do it while we're in this mode then. Yellow paper in. Oh no, it's here then. Yellow paper in. Hold on. Right, looks like. There you go. Issued by Decree the Grafted Lord, a worn parchment bearing salt-tainted seal of tidal port. Once a thriving inlet of merchant ships, the tide-born pilgrims lately few dare dock. Whispers speak of monstrous things in the fog, slithering through nets and dragging men into depths. Be careful, they say. The tide takes more than it gives these days. Why, leave the Evergel? Well, let's go and see what matey. There's something else here as well. Stone key. Stone key was lost. Let's go and speak to matey then. Because this is all new. I mean, we're not keeping updating it. It's changed a lot. Oh, he's not blue no more, but we're... You found the yellow paper in yet? Alright, I mean... I'm not too sure if that's... I think we're locked in this area. Yeah. But the other thing said, like, did you want to leave or whatever? Actually, so, I don't know. Sea monster. I don't know what it could be. It could be anything. So it doesn't look like we can go out or. No bueno. No, well. It looks like. What would we pick up then? Just that. What does he say? Grace is not golden, the blade does not cut, and walls are but solid. Are we leaving or going? Leave the Everjail. We've left it. Oh, wait there. Was this here before? This Grace? Oh. Oh no, I think we've just I just think we've wronged it. I just think we had to get in whatever that is. Right, can you get on your mount? No. Have you found the yellow inn yet? But you can't leave. He's all gonna be. So without speaking to this guy, let's just say the yellow inn. Hold on. So looks like rinse, repeat. Yeah. Okay, so I wonder. No, I'll die from there, I think. The yellow inn. If you can get out of here, then let's speak to mate. See what he says now. Have you found that yellow paper in yet? Got a clue. He's got a mount. It's got to be in here then. This is a gesture or something. If we can't go out, then I really don't know who this is. The yellow inn. Maybe you can't get out, I'd thought. Hold on, wait there. Be careful about listening to the commander. Oh, what did he say? Be careful about listening to the commander. His ambition will know we better of him one day. He can't get out. Puzzle. The yellow in. You can't even get on your horse. Unless you got, but we haven't got nothing. You can't put anything on. Unless there's a talisman slot. Have you found the yellow paper in yet? Or is... I don't know, unless you have to keep it warping and warping and warping until something changes. Feels a bit strange. Yellow in. The yellow in. Well, mate, he reckons he's. Be a bit wary of him. I wonder if you can run and jump up there then. Yeah, I only come up here to have a look, because I see it a little while back and I thought, okay, wait. Let's see. That is the only... The yellow in. You can't get out either. He's having a bubble, isn't he? I was saying that though, you can go up the stairs. There's no... How bizarre. Some of them are like that, like trying to get into that catacomb. This is no. They updated the wiki a couple of months ago. So all this must have been done a couple of months ago. The yellow in. You can leave. Have you found the yellow in yet? this is nearly 40 minutes. Let's stop for a bit and see if we can figure it out, because it feels like we're going to be here for a while. Well, we come out of that building that's just up there with the guy. I haven't got a clue. Just come out and come into here for the first time to have a look. Gravity bullets. We have picked some of those up before. So perhaps we had to, but there was no, it was like a riddle. There was no, I don't know. Yeah, this is these spices. This is exactly like it boosts the arcane stat. That's what I'm guessing at. It's just like the what they used to have in Dark Souls 2, you know. Sin of Rage is coming here. Hold up, splattered sacred putrescent. So what's that? Small orb of sacred putrescent. Throw a handful of putrescent at enemy and reduce their holy resistance by 30%. Ancient spikes of the land long gone. Legends speak of ancient psychedelic that would enhance one's ability to cast massive. This consumption of spice has been long regarded as sacred. They go up to there, yeah. We got guns and all that lot. Let's have a look what's in here then. Oh, yes, baby. This is I've tried this weapon. This is very, very good. Unique wind and lightning with spec into it. So with our stats, splatter of putrescent. So it debuffs them if they've got high holy damage by 30%. Yeah, this is gonna be this is the, so we got the tied tail. That's where I just went in and spoke to the guy. Which is the puzzle, but there was no, I don't know. I mean, if you get stuck, there's a wiki, so, but I like to find things out myself. It just reminds me of when you first started playing mods and finding things and whatnot, not being told everything. Obviously I know what's what, and so I like to see what they've changed, but this, yeah, this surprised me what they've done here. Hold on, what's this then? Ancient spices from land long gone. Legends speak of ancient psychedelics that would once enhance one's ability to cast magic. The consumption of spices has long been regarded as sacred. These spices were seldom seen by common folk. Before we go anywhere, we're gonna get the loot, because this is all new. I just don't want to walk into our boss, or because they've got some boss rush modes, and you got the all the different classes of bosses to fight. So where's say? We just have to see, because we're putting this into full time now. The Garden of Eyes, but it's to be edited the best I can, and unless I want to get rid of all the talking, then there's no explanation of the game. It costs a lot of money. I mean, whatever one I looked at, I thought there's no way you got to pay for it. But we'll see. At the end of the day, I mean, it's for me as well. You know, I'm the one that's paid for the mod, and editing is just one thing that you got to pay for. But even though the free version they make out, you can do this, you can do that with CapCut, that is, and I tell you, you can't do it. I couldn't even make a thumbnail properly. I could try to get rid of some of the text, charge, try to do this, charge, try to do that, charge. I was like, really? I mean, it's good compared to the other ones, because the other ones take. It's quite easier to use, but let's see. So I can hear a merchant, boat, clump of skin. I've never used any of it. It's like a buff for 30 seconds. But you can get as much of it as you want. Did he have merchant? Let's have a look. White hair. I'm not too sure, because that's on the shore still, but okay. There you are. Thought I had a merchant. There's a grace behind that. The yellow wallpaper in. Is that what he was on about? Something like that. There we go. Oh, there we go, Banished boy. Perhaps we have to do this before we met that guy. splatter putrescent. I mean, that's usually from the DLC. I mean, it doesn't exist in the game. So there's something purple in here. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this must be the inn. The yellow wallpaper inn. Is that what he said? Yellow something. Track and carrying bullets. Heavy iron balls +5. I know why, because he won't move, the guy. Prawn guy down there. Because to get him to move, you have to. There's no riot. Okay, we're in the dungeons now, so. This has got to be something to do with this funny, I don't know. Golden Ruin. Enter the Everjail now. That's from that guy. How was I meant to know this then? Wait, what's this? We just fell down there. If I'll get there, then come down here in a minute, because we was looting. Splatter. Throw a handful of protection that weakens enemy resistance to fire. So iron balls, heavy. This is good, because I've tested this. It's been in the game a long time. So this yellow bit, I think, yeah, that's beneath us. Tell you what, let's have a look out here for a bit. Right, here we go. Merchant. Yeah. Oh. Lumps of skin.
Well, it's been an age. How can I help?
Oh, he sounds a bit different, doesn't he? Okay, so this. Flash bullet. No, that's new. These are not. And I've never used the bullets in here, so. But they say to use them. I mean, they advise you to use a gun. Just like Blood Bomb. We got one handgun, rifle. So what's this? The gravity. You got the tracking one, carrying, green. So considering, we're done. Free. One of those. You can pick up loads of that. Considering we got loads of those and those. Greatly boost arcane.
Have a safe journey.
Have a safe journey. Okay. More loot. Dream Dragon. Yeah, this is right there. Don't want to just be. I don't. This is not a boss thingy, arena or anything like that. I don't think. No. Can you get on your no? Because we're too far. Oh, really? Can't get on the mountain. Okay, right. Off it comes. Wow. Is there like a... How bizarre. Unless you... That one easy. That's like a... How bizarre. Can you get on that? Of course you can. And up there. Oh, you can't. Wait there. I wonder if I could just pillage it. If it's a ruin arc or stone key. It's a shame you can't get on your horse. Then you can't. It's balmy. It's like there's a... best item in the game, right there. Oh, how annoying. It just makes you want to get it even more. Considering... Oh, right there. No, these are the same, you can't jump up these. Right there. Hold on. That's this is a wild guess. You can't get on that one. You can't get on the other one that's like it. Perhaps it drops or something. Whatever happens here, I don't know. There's no way you're getting that. You could get that. Alright, leave it. There's actually a billion other things. So they got these. Let's just pretend it weren't there. Considering we're nearly discovering about whatever mate he was on about, we were out the dream, but you wouldn't have just gone. You wouldn't have done it there because you have to warp out. Look, no problem. No pasa nada. No problema. Oh. Esna. Skill famed dancer, dual weapons. This one I have tried. This one. This is very good. Yeah. I wonder if it's just bugged though, because like, you can't jump up on this one either. Could be a bug. So I know when bugs are in this mod, and some of the guys from Garden of Eyes watch it, or it gets complained and it gets fixed. Considering if this is a key item or it's just a bit of loot, then it is what it is. But strange that you can't jump up there, no matter what. I mean, I could cheat engine, no clip, but is it worth for a little tiny item like that? Not really. Considering it could be anything. She's got the merchant there. So, all this, we come earlier, like the ship, that bit. A lot more. Okay, let's see what this guy was doing about this spell type thing. Okay. We got no chance on this. We got. Okay, let's do this. So whatever it was, we... That's it. When... Oh, but you could have climbed out of it. So, into the other jail. It's weird, but now, okay, there's a warp. Waygate is inactive in the other world. Waygate is inactive in the other world. Hold on, mate. Somewhere else now. Waygate is... There's no way out. Leave Everjail. This is very confusing. Just like that guy. So we've been to the inn. So I've seen these weapons. This is a decent weapon, do not know. Leave Everjail. Haven't got a clue what we're on about. No. So you can jump up here, so... If you've got problems with this mod... Okay, so there's a thing here. Which is, which I missed totally. Take a bite. Take a bite of what? There you go. Alright, whatever. Try one more time. Right, so I think the only thing to do is this. Waygate is inactive in the other world. Take a bite. Rather than, I mean, this is, because this is new, this area. This was most probably done, I'll say, oh, I don't know. Most probably, minimum 6 weeks ago, or something like that. Isolated Martian, so we have been there. I don't know, it's like you need an item. Mate, you wanted to know if we'd been there. We got no item, only spices. the Waygate boy there. The thing is, as much as I like doing all these puzzles, this is what I like doing, all the new stuff. Mate, actually, mate, he's gone, look. Hold on. Have we messed that up? No, because this thing's here. Wherever. Oh, yeah, that's it. You could look at this, the new stuff they've added in it and tell you. Well, actually, mate, he's gone. So. That's good or bad, I don't know. The horse, I think you'd have had to, that's a guy you got to fight or something like that. I'm not too sure. Let's see what man behind here says. There's blood stains. Well, we got to the end. We done the Waygate thing. We're in it. See, I could look at it. I mean, all the information would be in the codex here. Tells you everything about the game. But I don't wanna try and figure out things myself. But I have to cut this right down because people just like to watch, you know. If they could watch this whole mod in 20 minutes, they would, which is absolutely impossible. But that's the reality of today's younger generation. Hold on, wait there. So there's a bit down here. Okay. So where's an item we can't pick up? Blue boy. Key? Rusty key. Opens the door to storm. Okay. Deck the order deck because you don't need them. This is a cult mod. But okay, so let's okay. So the horse has gone. Alright. Not too sure what's going on here. I'll look at it later to see. Because they've done the whole bottom of this, where we just went in now. You got Weeping. This just used to be a small, like, I never knew what bosses were in there. But it was just a small, like, arena. And now they've made it into something like a town and everything. That I'll have to check that out because I was never going to do that, despite getting a little bit of loot. That's it. Cause there's I don't know if there would have been you know, some really hard bosses in there or whatnot. I don't know. There you go. Look. Something else here. Well, more of this mysterious blue, like. There's a plaque there as well that tells you something about that. I ain't got a clue. I'd have to have a look because this has all been overhauled, quite recent. Okay, let's stop this here because I'll have to cut a lot of this out because it's, you know, the game is... If I was to record or stream this would be, and just do everything, and considering how hard the bosses are in here, I would say 300 hours. Was where we can't tell a story here, but it's just progression. Like, that's a new area. That's just one. Considering, add this up. There's that. Everything under in the DLC. You got the Night Councils of the Crucible Knights. Then you got the Death Knight version of that. Haven't got a clue what they've replaced done up here. I do know what's here and that, but they've made a lot of changes. I know all about this here. So it's gonna, I'll have to edit some of this right down. Because the first one doesn't seem to be doing that good at all because I know people just don't watch them. But this is for me anyway. I'm not bothered, you know. Because this is something that I want to do. So if people want to watch, they can watch. You know, it's not about numbers for me. So we're going to end this bit here and I'm going to go further in the game where it makes sense and read, see if I can get what this is about, this puzzle, because that was a bit bewildering. So if you've got a complaint, you can send them a message, they'll get back to you. They're not, you know, tough to get hold of anything like that. Anyway, we're going to stop and just go somewhere else. It's equally not as confusing as this, but I know what I'm doing. But I'm gonna have to beat some bosses.
Ah, there you are. You claimed a great rune and had your audience with the 2 fingers at the round table home. What was your impression? Aha, your intuition serves you well. My doubts had been piling up, you see. The words of the 2 fingers cannot be trusted, truly. I believe, even worse. That's the part that... Oh, I have it. Let me give it a try, and if it please, I've high.
Oh, great.
Ah, there you are. You claimed a great rune and had your audience with the two fingers at the round table home. What was your impression? Aha, your intuition serves you well. My doubts had been piling up, you see. The words of the two fingers cannot be trusted. Truly, I believe. Even worse. That's the part that... Oh, I haven't... Give it a try, and if it please... high...
Oh, great. Game crashed. Yeah. Rolling. Yeah. Strange. We did lose the rune art, but still, yeah. What's going on here? let's just get out. I think the game's getting a bit buggy. So like, on there. Yeah. No, I don't know what that is. Right, so done Vari's questline. Hold on, I haven't. Oh, you gotta do it multiple times. My bad. Where is he? That's why. Here. Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, 'cause we're getting... Yeah, something's happened there. He's gone invisible. Do you know what? I know what you can do here. Oh, we haven't got the multiplayer thing. How would you do it? Because it's a mod. Oh, dear our lord. And this is the co-op mod stuff. Yeah, he's gone invisible. System. You can't, you're quitting the game. He's here, but he's invisible, and it's bugged. Yeah, when I was on the horse, brother, this Gaius. See? One thing we'll do is to take that weapon off. Yep. It is bugged. Because you only have to kill him. I killed him. You only have to kill him once. That was it. The summon sign. Let's just see. Nah, yeah, it's part of the... I haven't got a clue what's going on there. I really don't. Is this... You can't. But where is he? And yet I'm getting wanked on the horse. I'll tell you what. Just stop. Yeah. Stop the recording. So what happened was, We did beat him, and it seems to have... See, I've got the co-op mod on. I wonder what... Because I invaded. Perhaps we can have a look. Because the thing was, from beating Vare, we got that and that. I wonder. Yeah, you can't. Oh, God. I wonder if this is something to do with the co-op mod. Let me... it shouldn't do. Yeah, there's nothing in any of it. You can't go online. You can. You gotta be careful with this. No, so we did it because you get 2. How bizarre. System. Well, I wonder how far I can go before I can get out, because I'm not too sure because the co-op mod's on it. That's the first time, because I did test it on here, and if I go on the horse and I'm hit, like, well, it's guys, if I'm hit right over here, considering I shouldn't be invaded because we got the item, I killed him, and it's just giving me this. See? That, it's like a bug. Right, okay, if I warp, perhaps that would do it. Finally! What a weird bug. Okay, so that was that done. Very weird. From Vare. Then you need to go up here and do the ordinary. A bit different from the convergence mod, but they made it a lot more easier, but wow. So Illuminati is cool. So this is how you get in to the rail carrier. You have to get in via that. So we want to get the cloth to go down to okay. So I've been doing all the quest lines and everything, even though they shouldn't really work out, because I've done. Well, she was there at the beginning. There you go. Stormhawk King. It's still in the same place. Actually, this is a tougher enemy. This is a Garden of Rose boss, this is. But it's, you have to go through it to get the cloth, or you just go up to Vixes to do it, whatever way. I think this is a bit of a difficult one. Let's see. It shouldn't be. the... Poisoned. Yeah, this is a Garden of Eyes version of this. I do know that. I remember now. Deathbite as well, right. Finally. But there is see, it's that's new. Sacrificial twig. But that is, when we look, you'll see, that's the Garden of Eyes version of that. Because remember last time when I come in here, because you've already beaten this. This is part of here, but you come up this way. That's what we're seeing. That's the Stormhawk King up there. Yeah. Well, that's not it, I don't think. But it's the bird to me that I think that come out of Dark Souls 1. Now. It's just about getting down to Mogwin Palace, and that when I first come up here and I thought, oh, that's not right. Then I looked and I found, okay, it is one of their variants. So it's like the version you get in the Halleck Tree. Oh, hello. Godskin, God. See, a lot easier than what? Why are you here? Okay, destined death, right? Wait there. Through the path, be broken and certain, claim your place as Elden Lord. Wait, the cloth. So oh no. Unless we do go, because we're right up there in yeah, this is the Reverence Rest, no wonder. So the red cloth, this is the Stormhawk King. So you'd have to get it from Vix's, because we haven't got nothing. So I've been all through here, and through the path be broken and certain, claim your place as Elden Lord. Are you not dipping your cloth in there? No. The only way, because look, this is Reverence Rest. You come down here normal. That's why the bird was up here. I was like, okay, so you got Godskin Noble, and what else is up here? There's a lot. To come up here, you've got the archers. So to get the cloth, I think you have to do it at Vix's, because this is, you can seal that below us. Yep. And to get down there, you have to go back to, look, you can see. And I don't know where the boss is. That's the thing. That church there, no, I've never found this boss up here, but this was just a natural, you know, thinking how to get the cloth. But it's also the Stormhawk King. Great. So that means we've got to go up to Vix's. So we can warp out, because that will come up as a boss. Because when I done this, when we was going through the game, I was low level when I come up here, and I was like, there's no chance. Considering you can warp here, but it's I don't know, it's weird. You can see how big it is. Considering you sort of come up here, work your way round, and I don't know. I mean, you look at this, I have to look at the codex, because the codex tells you about the Stormhawk King, the king, no, I don't even know if it's a bird or whatever, but that is one of their bosses, so it looks like we're going to have to go to Vix's. That's the only way, which will be there. Totally forgot about that, because they are connected. Because that's where we was going to go anyway, so we'd have to get rid of those. Cool, what a palaver. Might be better off if I put the so we can just go up there and do this quick. This is the only one I can think of. Seeing you've got the Madden's class here, Vix is a bit of pushover. That's what we want, right? Take this and kill these guys. There we have, we got, what's that, a new spell? Unleashing a slow moving relentless eye of frenzied flame that deals low damage but is very potent and frenzied effect. This is good, and destined death from... I don't know if we've... I've been through that whole thing. I couldn't get the... Because it shows you all the... all the stuff they've added that's new. You know? If you want to spoil yourself, you can spoil yourself, but I've done a, you know, a good spoil, and I thought, nah, that's... You just will not play the game, you know, if you know what everything's in it. It's like buying a game and knowing what it's all about, you know. Considering I know what the ending is, well, kind of, but it's changed. I don't know the end game boss because they've made a new one. But up here, because we had to come up here mindless anyway to get, because it's, like I said, it's quite vanilla, so they've had a load of these up here. So you'd want the cookbook, Vikes, I think we should be able to do with the mount, because that's what they're used for anyway. They've done the same thing in Convergence as well. So then you got this belt up here as well. Markers of the Burn is invaded, so okay, we get this one here. Four Vikes has come up. Markers the Burn. Alright, let's have a look. He must have come up from down here. All round. God, the invasion was all funky. I think it's because the current mod on there is on there. You can't unless you just uninstall it from your main game, and it will go. There's that one. This looks like this is where you saw the armor sets. This is going to be another Dark Souls 2/3 thing. No, 1. So much easier to do it with this, otherwise you'd have to wait until these invaders always seem to be quite powerful until you get to a certain level. We might get pushed off from bikes, I don't know, because all the other ones haven't, the natural ones, because it's not a natural one. But he might come up twice. So if we get his armour, yeah, we did. So it's like Lois. How many of these versions of Lois? Because you'd have altered, this, that, and you name it, it's there. But I need to get the cloth for what's his name? Usually we get knocked off here, but not today. how can you? Obviously, I mean, this is a huge mount, you know? This Gaius. I mean, the other guys, they get, like the convergence mod, they get, they use all the others, but they just don't use this one. I don't know why. They used the Elden, not, oh god, the magic one, which I prefer, but this one's chunky. He's not an. There was some issues with the jumps, so that's that. Now we can get the cloth for that. What are? So where do I get the... Oh, I know why. We got this. It's my bad. No, we have to go back to Vixes. No. Back to here. Haven't been given the cloth. Dumb. I forgot all about that.
Oh, I'm glad. You have a...
We could have mostly done that at the top.
So. Now. For your... Normally this blood, since... The cloth, the blood of...
Considering the ordinary place you go, down here, which is the Stormhawk King, and that is... You'll find that be a Garden of Eyes boss. We just will go back straight to a Church of Inhibitions. They made this so much easier in the Convergence mod, where there's a learning, and that was it. That's what I was looking for in the other area, but I forgot you had to come back to that. It's like some of these mods, like cinders between two other mods I can remember in Dark Souls 3 when they all sort of started emerging, you know? And one did one better and one did the other one better, you know? They all had good and bad. It's whatever you preferred, you know? I mean, look at the amount of people that just play ordinary Elden Ring, day in, day out, different build. How many different builds can you do in normal game?
You've completed, and with this a knight now. This.
I can understand because the game's 3 years old, but Dark Souls 3 was like that. But you know, that is PvP.
Oh.
Considering I've heard how bad Nintendo Switch is to play on the big screen and the internet as well, considering the latest Miyazaki's games on there, so it's meant to be absolutely bad. Not the actual console, but playing it on the big screen looks rough, bad internet, everything, so wait and see what happens when it gets released next year.
Never
the game.
That fridge is what you have. Oh, amid the power I've gone, but you mustn't. The meeting must luminary. We must. One day, right, my lad?
Okay, so that was my bad. So. Just forgetting everything. They haven't changed this. apart from, obviously, you don't need no maps. Get the grace. Bird farm, yep. But it'd be most probably quite easy to do Renala up in the... I wonder if she does act as two, because Radan ain't too bad, but there's a lot. The thing is, with all these steeds, you go really, really fast. Every single one of them are not normal speed, they're all hyper speed. So he's trying to even just... There's some big ruins down here, but we grab this. You could kill the one that's making that. He's got hardly any health. The actual skeleton, if you played Night Rain, is exactly the same thing they've summoned there. As the summoner. It's the same guy. Skeleton. Losing away here. You gotta be careful, because if you go so far you get invaded by a Bahrain. Because in here is a 9 and there's something, but he's already got underground. That. And that. I think that'll do. No, you get invaded up there. So, now we can go up here. See, at least you got the bird farm here, which is okay, but the convergence mod, because they modded the whole area of this. Oh yeah, you haven't got the warp system like you got in the convergence mod, where you can warp into the DLC and make your own ruins. Mind, it's going to have to be now. That's Far East questline done. So you got the bird farm. It's still going to be vanilla. At least you got a farming area. So I'll leave that like that, because we're gonna do part 2 in the next couple of days. Let the first one settle down, see how it goes. But yeah, I'm going to do it's going to be a full playthrough. It's going to take a long time. I mean, because of the Reverend boss, that's a Garden of Ice boss. You can see how difficult just that was with Poisoned and Death Blight, you know. And when I first played this, I went that way to do the cloth, and I thought, okay, and I come back, it's a Garden of Ice boss. So, especially when you weren't leveled up like I was first time, and even then, he was chugging along, knocking us back, and whatnot. So. I might have to get rid of the co-op mod. Whether they're not interfering, but it did happen up there with the invasion. I couldn't get out of it. And it's like warped. 'Cause this is the co-op mod, all this stuff here. Apart from this, it's only that, and that. That's it. We've got our own Miranda thing here. What's the time? Oh, it's 10 past midnight. Yeah, and we've been doing this for quite a few hours now, so I'll leave it with that to say, because I still have to edit a lot of this, even though it might be a bit muddled, but it will make sense via the bosses and the progression, really. Because how this game works would be, the progression would still be, even though you can go any way, we've gone all the way around here and whatnot, but think of it like this, we've still gone the normal way with Margit, Godric, and then you've got one of the Garden of Ice bosses, which you have to go back into Stormvale, jump down and get the grace down the bottom, which is down here. And it says, and then you can go through here. I couldn't find the boss. I mean, if there's a problem, you just have to contact these guys, because this is something that I'm paying for, you know, and if it's broken, then they should fix it. And they have done, because they did it with all the players' bosses. You can play as bosses in this mod as well. Yep. Temporarily, but you will be able to stay in it for quite a long time, as long as you've got a good build, and they put some good ones in there. So we're going to leave it for the time being, and we'll get back to this, because this is going to be quite a long one.